Okay. Alright, I am unmuted. Let's get started. For the casting crew, just know I am not controlling your lobby, I am simply just spectating. So, we have a Bash and Sim on Nepal. I don't know these teams' names, but we have a Lucio Baptiste, a Bastion, a Sim, and a Diva Rhine. And on the other side, we have a Junkrat, a Mercy, a Rhine Zarya, a Sim, and a Ana. Let's see who gets to the point first. It's more likely going to be the red team. Yep, look at that speed. Red team quickly got set up. They already have their turrets up. Oh, Bastion's not there anymore. We have a Cassidy. Riku kills Neurology. And Neurology gets rezzed. That's a really high turret up there. It's not really going to do anything. It looks like the Junkrat's already coming up on his ult. He has it already. Looks like the red team is holding the blue team pretty steadily at bay. Yep. Ooh, that's a big shatter. Diva Bomb catches no one. Ana's still alive. They haven't used Junkrat Tyre though. Tyre definitely would have helped in this particular fight. Let's see, how do I get back to Universal?
We're all soldiers now. Hey.
How do I get back to Universal? Junkrat Tyre finds Baptiste. And Cassidy Chage with the Junkrat. Oh, that's a massive grab.
Time to heal up. I'm on fire. Hello.
I'm under attack.
That was a nice takeaway from blue team, but they definitely could have done it earlier. Now they have to hold this until 99 at least. Both of these teams are very hesitant to go in at any given moment, even though they have the ults to pull it off. Cassidy's trying to go for a flank. Not really sure anybody notices at the moment. Could not secure the kill. And gets killed himself. It is looking likely that the blue team is going to at least get this to, I would say, 88. Before anybody actually tries to contest a point. Here we go. Shatter got blocked. Attack Visor and Amp Matrix come online. And it looks like the red team retakes. Ryan dies to Symmetra. Symmetra has full charge beam right now. But it's looking like red team's gonna retain this. I need to figure out how to get off of character spectation. Is it in settings?
I'm not one for standing around. We shall prove ourselves in glorious combat.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Well, they still have the Symmetra. I can hear that much. I'm assuming it spectates self, so I'm gonna put that on circle. See if that does anything. Yep, there we go. Looks like we have a ball going in. He's not gonna catch anything. There isn't a Symmetra anymore, so the ball isn't really gonna struggle with getting slowed down. That's a nice knock. Oh, there's a Far too, who killed her counter. Torblang and cover fire from the corner. Looks like Ryan and Soldier are coming back, but they're gonna need to. This is a highly mobile. It's a highly mobile comp with the cover fire of a Torb turret. So they're gonna either need to find a stun or higher damage to deal with what's going on. Especially the Soldier. He's just gonna be hunted down by the Farm Mercy every chance he gets.
Helden sterben nicht.
This is so weird to do without people. And here comes Beat and Valk. Oh, and Minefield. And Attack Visor. And they all do nothing. Alright, 2 kills on the blue side. Looks like there's gonna be a third if this soldier can finish off the Lucio. But the Lucio is going to finish off the soldier. Justice gets eaten. And Bomb finds no one. That was a really strange bomb. Riku kills Jock. This is looking like a very strong hold for blue team. Well, not hold. They lost it, but they took it right back. Looks as though the red team might... Oh, nope, they're going down the main way. Looked as though they were going to go through the back again. That's a huge counter shatter. And that molten core was basically spot on in terms of placement. Yeah, unless they do something quick, it looks like the blue team's gonna take this round, and we're just gonna have to go to village. Nobody's gonna get there quick enough except Lucio. But they don't have enough firepower to hold it. It looks like the blue team's gonna hold this, and we're going to village.
Die, die, die.
Jesus, thank you.
Score
Well, if you didn't know, the village is the lowest part of the mountain. You can actually see that Sanctum and Sanctuary, well, not Sanctuary, and Shrine are actually up the mountain, and you can actually travel up to them. At least you used to be able to travel up to them. This is so funny. Oh, we have a Mei now on the blue team. Okay. And a Hanzo on the red team. But both teams have a Sim as well. Blue team Zarya took some damage from rocket jumping to point. And Mei wall separates a little bit of the red team from each other. The red team is very low in terms of health, and they just lost their main healer. So it looks like the red... I said blue team. I said red team. I meant the blue team. The red team has not capped point, though. Looks like Bap and Lucio are going to do the job. But the red team overall won that first fight very quickly and very handily. Blue team's Farm Mercy is back. Let's see if that can be the game changer that they needed. But it looks like D.Va is going to chase down their Mercy, who was low, very low, and she managed to get her. And she also got the Soldier. It looks like blue team's going to lose this fight, even though it's very quiet for some reason. It's very quiet for some reason. I don't understand why music is not playing for me. Farah is back. She probably will link up with Mercy in a second. Let's see. Ooh. Farah gets saved by the Mercy from the D.Va, but D.Va's still in the back line. She might be harassing the other characters. D.Va bomb finds no one. Farah's gonna die here. Mercy fell off the map. And that's the third straight fight that blue team lost.
Respect your calm, yes.
Okay. Anyways. In terms of ult economy, the blue team is about to have every single ult they have, so they're gonna need them. Unfortunately, most of them are not going to matter because of this wall. The blue team needs to find a pick now if they're gonna win this fight. But they're not gonna find it. And the red team captures. First map goes to the red team. I don't know these team names, so I'm not even about to try and find out. That was a huge shatter. Got them to exactly where they needed.
My genius is finally recognized.
Okay, well, I don't know what map they're gonna do next, so I'm just going to pause the stream for now. Okay, I don't know when they're planning on getting started, but it does look like we're going to Gibraltar. Unfortunately, I don't really know what these teams are planning on running at all. I don't know who is playing what at all. What I do know is that most teams will hold the top, will, on defense at least, will hold the top part of the map. And personally I try to, on the second point, I try to hold on top of the jet. Any character can make it on top of there, and it's a pretty strong high ground. Only problem is most of the characters in the game don't have enough range to actually be effective from that spot. So you basically have to rely on your DPS for the most part. I have no idea what's going on in chat. It's kind of weird. It seems like we are going to have to wait a while. So, though I will say, the Florida Mayhem are currently one map up against the Vancouver Titans. Big shocker, the Titans suck. So, and we're back to the game lobby. Not sure what happened. Okay, let's try this one more time.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Here we go, back into Gibraltar, and let's see what these teams come up with. Blue team should be defending first if the colors are going to stay consistent with what they normally are. I went the wrong way. Let's see what the defending team come up with. Got a Hog, Sombra, an Ashe, an Ana, a Mercy, and a Rhine. And on the red attacking team, we have a dive comp. Okay, let's see what happens. We should be expecting Lucian to go. Oh, not a Lucio. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. I've never seen a dive comp without a mobile support to go along with it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
All right, let's see how it goes.
Stop the payload.
Looks like the Discord goes on to Ashe first, but Genji immediately dies. This is actually a very strong hold. Oh, but Reinhardt's in trouble. He gets knocked off. It doesn't look like the Tracer communicated that the Reinhardt was alone. The red team should have capitalized on his isolation. D.Va gets hacked by the Sombra, but she's getting double healed, so it's not really gonna change anything. The blue team does get pushed back a bit, though. Looks like the payload made it to the underside. There's a few little mini fights going on here and there. There's not a lot of solid team-heavy fights. Reinhardt should not be down there alone, though. I do think he should go back up, meet his team, and that's exactly what he's doing. Sombra's still in the back lines harassing the red team. But it looks like they are planning their next dive. Here goes Genji, but he's burning from Ash Dynamite. He actually died for it, and so did the Tracer. Those of you who don't know, Hog's actually a Tracer counter. This is actually a very strong defensive hold from the blue team. It doesn't seem like the red team is communicating effectively who they should dive and who's vulnerable enough to get dived. Oh, spot on sticky bomb from Tracer, and it catches Ana. Red team actually kills a lot of the blue team. In fact, the only reason the Rhine isn't dead right now is because he was nanoed. It does look like the red team has taken control of the payload and should at least be able to get it to about right here before defense comes back. But they forgot the payload. Here comes Neurology. More than likely about to EMP. Here we go. Ult party.
60 seconds remaining.
And in all that chaos, it does look like the blue team has taken back control. Only problem is there are only 3 ult. There's about to be 4 ults online. That's High Noon, Valkyrie, D.Va Bomb, and Coalescence. Looks like Navi's lagging severely.
30 seconds remaining.
Attempted C9 by Twisted Port. Twisted Port probably would have been able to pull that off had he came out of invisibility a little farther back. Cassidy still has his High Noon, so he's probably gonna pop that soon. Yep, there it is. Let's see if it's useful. Oh, we have a pause. That probably means that somebody's about to lag out, possibly. Oh, there it is. It's the D.Va. It's the worst time to do that. It's the worst time to lag out, too. It's in the overtime. Well, Wheezy's saying that that Winston is dead and he's hacked and antied. And there's a Rhine, a High Noon and Cassidy, and a Songbird right in front of him. So 9 times out of 10, he is definitely going to die. I don't see a single scenario where this monkey could possibly live through this. There are approximately three different things that can kill this Winston right now. and I bet every dollar I have that it's going to be Cassidy that does the killing blow. So overall, problem is it's looking more than likely that the red team's not going to be able to capture this point. So it's going to be an extremely slow, extremely fast defensive round for the red team, if they can, unless they have a really good defensive round. Because that doesn't make sense. Mystic is about to die. The Cassidy's already dead, and Navi's coming back from spawn. So there will be only 3 people to retake the payload, and only one of them are actually at the payload to do so. And they're dead. Nobody's close enough to retake, except Tracer. Forgot they had a Tracer. But now Tracer's hacked. She's gonna die. It's just an unfortunate set of situations.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
F in the chat. That was a perfect storm of unfortunate events. A lot of people do not like Gibraltar as a map. I don't really see anything that wrong with it. It's weirdly set up, but I think it's probably one of the more dynamic maps in the game. Especially in terms of verticality, it's probably other than the first part of King's Row, it has the most verticality options in the game. Looks like the red team's going to have a Ryan Zarya, a Bap, a Torb, a Cassidy, and other healer has not. Moira, okay. Looks like we're gonna have a Doomfist, a Moira, a Hog, a Ana, Neurology back on the Sombra, and Jock on the Rhine for the attackers. Looks like they're going a Rush Brawly comp. Makes sense, they don't need to push that far, so they don't need to worry about being that reckless. Let's see if they can do this quickly. Any team who holds that well is gonna want to finish quickly. Looks like we got a kill off of Doomfist. Problem with this attacking comp, there's not a whole lot of verticality in this comp. I just don't know if the Doomfist and the Sombra is going to be enough damage to combat what the defensive team has. Especially with Torb laying in damage with the turret. Sombra's not going to be able to hack anything with the turret online. Let's see. It's a very messy fight. Ana's about to die. But it looks like the red team holds. They need I think they need a change in comp. This is the blue team's comp is very awkward to go up against. Other way around. The red team's comp is very awkward for the blue team's comp to go up against. See? Now they're just filing in one by one. This isn't going to work out for them too well. The only way this comp is going to work is if they all play together. That way the Sombra can do her job. The Doomfist might be able to find a kill that he finds randomly. Good res and Immorn by the supports. Weirdly placed window, but it's going to be boosted. It's going to be boosted. So, now we have a Genji. I think that the Genji could possibly be better than a Doomfist, but I think it's still going to struggle. Molten Core actually gets deflected a little bit. Neurology right here, about to EMP. And like always, EMP saves the day. Red team switches to a faster comp to try and get back to the payload as quickly as humanly possible. We're in one fight territory, and that is a huge shatter. Unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize. He got killed very quickly. And literally because of one Sombra EMP, the blue team wins.
Play of the game.
Not trying to be a hater at all. Just always found it fascinating that one character can take away everybody on the field doing anything, and you automatically win the fight if you play well, if you play well enough around it.
Epic.
Most enjoyable.
Okay, I think it's 1-1, right? Yeah, it is 1-1. So we're gonna be here for a little bit. On to Numbani. Gonna go on pause for a little bit.
Traveling.
Alright, here we go. We are on Numbani. I believe this map will be played under a very big African sun in Overwatch 2. Maybe have some more detail in the map as well. Because honestly, this looks like a painting in the background. Okay. Let's see what the red team has.
Ready for battle.
Torb, Cassidy, Bastion, I'm not Bastion, Baptiste, Lucio, Hog, and what is Bean gonna be? Doesn't matter. On the blue team we have a Ana, Sombra, Jock on Rhine, Sigma, Mercy, and Junkrat. And Bean has switched onto a Tracer. We're gonna get a typical high ground hold on the blue team.
4, 3,
So let's take a seat and see how this goes.
attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
2 kills already for the blue team from the Junkrat. Oh, nice sleep on Bean. She's gonna die for it. Who's down here? Oh. Looks like they transitioned from going high ground to low ground. Cassie's gonna die for being alone by himself. See, this is not a good. This is not. The problem with pushing like this is that the other team has a Junkrat. When there's a Junkrat on the other team, you cannot go into small spaces like this, or else you're just gonna risk yourself being blown up, because he can just funnel his nades in, and it doesn't matter who he hits, he's going to hit someone. Let's see. Looks like Sombra's gonna go for another hack from behind. Looks like she didn't hack anybody, but she teleported out. Got a little bit of damage in. She's at a 81% for EMP. Looks like they're going around back. See what happens. Mystic shoots directly at me. That's not Mystic. Ryan sacrifices himself for... Oh. Shatter gets blocked. The 2 tanks die off the map. And Flux comes out. High Noon comes out. Catches a Mercy. Oh. In terms of ult economy, the blue team is definitely has the advantage, as the last fight that they had, the red team used maybe 3 ults, and the blue team only had to sacrifice Flux to gain control. So they are in a very healthy possession to do what they need to do. They trade 2 ults for 4 kills. That's very effective ult usage. And they still have 2 more ults up because Ana just got her nano boost and they didn't use EMP. And in terms of ult usage on the red side, there's only two ults available currently. And that is Amp Matrix and soon to be Valkyrie. Oh, Bean took out 2 people. Looks like the red team has a chance to take this. And it looks like the red team is going to cap. Blue team is gonna allow them to have the point. But qualified managed to find a kill on Mystic.
Time to raise my ATM.
You gotta go, dude. There we go. Bean overextends a little bit and gets killed for it. Here comes the Riptire again, and it catches a Mercy. That is a very effective kill. You can't res that. Neurology is actually very effective at dodging these shots while invisible. Ryan's about to have a shatter. Let's see if he actually manages to hit it. He doesn't. He gets blocked. Beam gets slapped again. That was a nice transition into a rocket barrage, but unfortunately he was too low of a health to see it through. Even trade in terms of deaths, unfortunately, just got rezzed, and we look like we got. Never mind, it's not a 1v1. Ryan just won. Oh, we have a Mei on the other side now. Interesting. There's not a single hit skin on the red team side. That was a nice block by the Mei for the high noon. How long have they had a Mei to the point where I didn't notice that they had a Mei? Riku gets rezzed on the BAP. It's desperation time for the red team. Unfortunately for them, the blue team doesn't really have the means to stop them. Unless the Sombra manages to get a cheeky kill on the Pharah. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to contest fast enough. So on to the third point we go. He's going to die for that. I thought they were going to go off the map, to be honest. One-man shatter and a hack. Looks like blue team's gonna take control of this. Huge shatter. Up, but here is Pharah securing one kill with that rocket barrage. Where's? Oh, she died. That was a very quick kill on the Cassidy. He's more than likely gonna high noons within the next minute or so. Well, he has to high noon within the next minute or so. Oh, that is a really good whole hog, but he gets hooked out of it. Let's see what the blue team can do to red team. The red team can do to get their control back. It doesn't look like it's likely that they're going to be able to, though. Yep. No, Bishop cannot make it in time.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating.
So about, I'd say about one? No, like 2.5 capture points, I'd say. That is including the first full cap that you have to make. After that, you just have to do one. You have to get to one objective and get to a halfway point, and that's the win condition.
Ready for battle.
So it looks like on the red team, we're gonna have a Torb, a Ashe, a Rhine, a Hog, and a Ana Mercy. And for the blue team, we see the return of the Genji Sombra. So it looks like EMP is going to be the win condition once again. Because, well, quite frankly, the other team has not really done anything to stop the EMPs. Let's see.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers inbound.
Thanks.
Defend objective A.
Smoke them out of there. Point me in the right direction.
Qualify gets killed pretty quickly. That is very good positioning for. You see, three of the team is on one side and 3 of the team is on the other. It gives enough protection and healing for both sides. Though I do think that if I were to have it my way, the Ana would be on this side. The Ana would stay on this side while the Mercy goes and provides extra healing on that side and damage boost. Because the Mercy isn't really doing much over here. They need to... Okay. Here goes Neurology again. They're more than likely going to stay there until it gets... Neurology is just going to keep on harassing them like this. Neurology manages to cause just enough chaos for some kills to get off, too. Though it is looking like for all their troubles, you're not going to get a single tick. Luckily, if I'm correct, I don't believe they used ult other than Nano Boost. Here comes Neurology again. More than likely going to change her target. She's going to teleport out. Let's follow Neurology for a little bit. He's about to have his EMP. Let's see who he chooses to EMP. Or they. Missed to sleep. This next fight is going to be EMP and ult spam. Guarantee you. There's no reason for the blue team not to just EMP and ult spam them.
60 seconds remaining.
The objective is mine. Join
Let's see who the EMP goes to though. These people. Here come all the ults. Let's see when the there it is. Ult spam. Yep. Blue team has this point.
30 seconds remaining. Objective lost.
Luckily, the Sombra is now an Ashe, so the win condition is no longer EMP. Oh, that's a huge shatter. The Jox Reinhardt was stuck between these 2 points, so he couldn't get back to his team to block the shatter. Looks like Mystic is gonna die. That shatter went nowhere. I did not know this car could actually block a shatter though. For both these teams to be playing a hog, there is an Ana on both sides to influence how the hog is going to have to play. I actually think either one of these teams could probably benefit from going double shield. As much as I hate to use that tactic. Here comes Tac Visor. But he's gonna die to Bob. Looks like Bob is the new win condition. That was a very well-placed Bob. Unfortunately, the blue team needs to get back very quickly, but it is very possible for them to win this next fight. But they need to get there as quickly as humanly possible, and I'm not sure they're gonna be able to pull that off. Somebody needs to touch the point. And it's gonna be Reinhardt. He's gonna die though. Looks like the red team has it.
Victory.
Okay, it is now 2-1 on the red team's side.
Play of the game.
So the next map will be match point. Told you. Once that EMP got off, it was going to be a triangle party.
Epic.
You haven't seen anything yet.
All right, looks like we're gonna go to Dorado for the fourth map. Stand corrected. Looks like we're doing Blizzard World. Alright, it looks like we're gonna get started. Probably. It also looks like we are going to go to Blizzard World for real.
Welcome to Blizzard World.
This is such a weird place to be in Overwatch canon, to be honest with you. Anyways, where I like to hold is right here. This is effectively an almost unflankable position. And the only way you can flank is if you go all the way around, and 9 times out of 10 you are going to see the enemy team go around that way. So you can very easily just transition to look out this way and guard this way at the same time. It's a very strong position. Are we gonna see a Bastion, or is this person just doing it to play around?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, it looks like we are gonna go. Looks like we're gonna go Bastion for real. D.Va's already got demacked. Oh, D.Va's not getting demacked. Looks like for the most part they are holding the spot that I prefer. It's gonna be a little bit hard to hold since they have a boosted Bastion. Ashe is out on her own for some reason though. Now she's back with the team. It would be better if they had a double shield, have a Ryan Sigma or a Risa Sigma. This is a very strong spot. This is a very strong hold for Risa. Looks like they're wrapping around, just like I said. So it looks like we're gonna have the fight here. Transition on the high ground. Yep, Bastion has a very strong spot right here. They should not have let that Bastion get to that spot. That's play the game. They should not have allowed that Bastion to be able to get that far into his position.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Looks like we're gonna have a flanking Bastion who's slept at the moment.
Helden sterben nicht.
Follow this Bastion around for a bit. You know, everybody falls back onto Hanzo as a Bastion counter, but really Hanzo only works as a counter to him if the Bastion is not a mobile Bastion. If the Bastion that you're fighting against is a Bastion that likes to move around, you are not really gonna do anything to him as a Hanzo. Looks like the red team got fought off though. Anyways, Hanzo can be a counter to Bastion, but he's not the end-all be-all counter. There are plenty of other characters that can deal with a Bastion just as well. Especially Reaper, if he's moving around the way this Bastion is moving around. Looks like Looks like the Bob managed to get the blue team to back up a little bit. That Diva Bomb was for a reset. Sometimes it's better to use the bomb to get your mech back quickly instead of using it to try and get a kill. Gives you the space you need to try and get your mech back. That is if you're not trying to fight. Red team is playing very aggressive this time around. It's a good boosted barrage. The red team's essentially cycling ults at this point, but they're getting a kill with basically every single one that they use. They don't have ults right now though, so it's more than likely that the... Oh wait, they do. I was looking at the blue team. The blue team's gonna struggle right here because the red team is cycling ults. Watch this. Diva's demeched. Now there's two. It's a very quick hold. I don't think the blue team was ready for that level of aggression.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
So if the red team can hold very well, we can get the hell out of here. Because the match will be over. Can you get under this? Nope. Wonder how far this goes. Oh, it doesn't go that far at all. Okay. Well, let's see what the red team comes up with on their defense.
Ready for battle.
Sigma and Diva. Hanzo, Bap, Mercy, and Ash. Oh, nope, not a Sigma anymore, a Rhine. That's a bummer. Sigma be really effective here. And for the blue team, we have a Hog Zarya, a Moira Zen, a Hanzo, and a Cassidy. The Zen could work, but there's a lot of damage, so hopefully the Hog will be able to cycle his breather very easily.
Time to raise my APM.
Daniel gets a kill on Neurology. They don't have a res to get him back at the moment, so.
Time to raise my APM. Taking off.
Miss Dynamite. Looks like we have a flanking Cassidy on the left side. Let's see how it goes out for him. Not very well. Here comes Dragon Strike. But Transcendence makes it good. Yep, blue team won this fight. They got 2 quick kills and managed to get a 3rd one along the way.
This will heal. Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Peace be upon you.
Okay, we have a... I don't know if they had a soldier before, but they have a soldier now. Should be a lot more consistent damage to go up against a Zenyatta and a Moira.
Time to raise my APM.
The problem is the blue team is actually very good at aiming and needs... and the red team keeps on getting caught out in the open. But the red team manages to find 2 kills with the Diva Bomb. Here comes Cassidy going around. 1 shot. Wow. Bob's gonna kill himself. It's really weird. He should have stopped on the corner. Bob really went for a dip right there.
My will made real.
Here comes Cassidy's Deadeye. Is he still... Oh, he canceled it. Okay. He died for it as well. Red team won this fight. Blue team actually does have ult advantage though, so 9 times out of 10 they are going to win this next fight. They have ult advantage by 1 ultimate though, so it's more than likely that if they get the right kill, the red team can retain control. Here come the ults. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. There's only 1 left that's not used, and it's Valkyrie, and there it is. The problem for the blue team right now is that the red team are in a position such a position that where they're almost... They're playing. They're not defending the objective. They're defending the payload. So the blue team can't even touch the payload to move it. That was a very nice rotation.
60 seconds remaining.
Looks like we have a Tracer again. On the red team still has 3 ults. They actually got their next team. Their next team was very fast. But once again, EMP is online, so we'll see what happens. It's gonna be another ult party. It does look like that more than likely. Yeah, blue team won that. Yeah, the problem, they won the fight, but the problem is that they were that they got held back so far that they had a long way to go. So they still have one more fight to go. And it looks like the red team's gonna win this one. Unless the Hawk can get 2 kills right here. But that's not gonna happen. Yeah, they won this fight. And that's it. Thank God. Red team wins.